Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to take a deep dive into a new manufacturer of LED headlights. Company is NOVSIGHT Auto Lighting, and they have reached out to me and sent me out a pair of their HID kits for the headlights and fog lights for my 2013 Honda Accord. So let's go ahead and unbox this and let's see what is in the box with these bulbs. And I'm very curious and excited to see, because I've read a lot of great reviews on these. Nicely packaged. Light up your way home. So they have a new technology which is quick launch in milliseconds, plug and play. So it's 0.15 millisecond on and off, which is pretty fast. Let's see what we got in the box here. That's a nice little gift they give you. Little keychain, light up your way home. Very cool. Thank you guys, appreciate that. They also include a few different O-rings. If they wear out, you can replace those. Zip ties, double-sided tape, and they also include a instruction manual. But I mean, LEDs are so fairly simple to install. Most of the time, I would say 90% of the time, they are plug and play. But you know, some cars might be a little bit trickier, but you could look through this and it's very self-explanatory whether you need to do any kind of modification or not. But without further ado, let's actually have a look at the bulbs themselves. Okay. Wow, so nice and hefty. Nothing is plastic on the housing itself. They have their nice logo right there. And that LED chip, look at that chip. That looks like a very high quality chip. You have it on both sides. So this is the O-ring that they give you, extra ones that you could replace if it wears off over time. But I mean, once you put this in and you're not going to be taking it on and off, O-ring should last for the lifetime of the bulbs, theoretically. You do have a fan. That is the only plastic piece, but that's fine. So there's less weight when the fan is spinning. Then you have almost like an igniter that is shaped of a car. It almost looks like a Lamborghini Urus. That's pretty cool design, guys. Look at that. You can see the cutout for the wheels. And then you just have your plug and play bulbs right there. Passed quality inspection. Very, very sturdy. And as you could see, so you see where the chip is soldered to, it looks like it has a brass connection. So that's going to be very good thermal emission and heat dissipation right there. So I'm very impressed with the actual build quality of this and the simplicity and small compact design of this. So we're gonna go ahead and install these on my Honda Accord, and I'll show you before and after and compare them to the current LEDs that I have on the car now. So let's go on and do that. All right, so what I'm gonna try and demonstrate for you here is how to just install these bulbs, and it's fairly simple. So I already have a LED kit here. Sorry about the background noise. So this is the kit that I have, and we'll just compare it to the one they sent me out. Easy as that, plug and play. As you can see, this design of the bulb. All right, so just comparing the two, the weight and material build on this is superior. It is all metal, whereas this plastic, and it doesn't have an igniter or anything like that. This right here is a solid winner for me. And you could look at the chip sizes, how much bigger the NOVSIGHT chip is compared to this brand Last Fit. So I'm gonna plug this in and I'm gonna compare the two light output and cut off and see how it looks. So, I mean, installation is absolutely super simple. You're just gonna turn it in, rotate it, and plug it in. So, all right, so I have the driver's side installed with the new bulb, and we're gonna compare it to the old one. And right off the bat, I can notice the brightness difference on the new NOVSIGHT bulb. So check it out. I mean, you could clearly see that on camera. How much quicker it actually lights up and how much brighter it is. And another thing, if you guys listen closely to the fan noise, this thing is silent compared to these. Look. That is so loud that, I mean, you could hear it from here. So I am so impressed with how quiet these fans are. You know, I don't feel much airflow, but the fan is spinning. These so much louder, but you hear a lot more fans. So these are producing a lot more heat that they need to dissipate compared to these. Look at that cutoff on the ground compared to this. So much cleaner cutoff, even across the top here. Super, super impressive. Ooh, and these, I mean, this thing is hot to the touch right now from just running for that small amount of time. Let me go ahead and feel the other side. Ooh, this is actually even hotter. Ooh, this is burning to the touch because it's metal. So the metal dissipating the heat, and it's not relying on the fan as much as this is. Because this is all plastic material, so it's relying on the fans to cool it off. The heat is dissipated through the metal there. That's why the fan doesn't have to work as hard. So very impressed, and I'm curious to see the longevity of these lights and how long these will last. Because these have lasted me for over, I think, 1.5 years with no issues. So I'm curious. All right, but let's get this one installed in here. Put it in, rotate counterclockwise, and then just plug it in. And so if you plug these in and they don't light up the first time, all you have to do is unplug it and flip the switch, because you might have the polarities reversed. So on that side I was lucky and it turned on the first try. My fit is fairly easy on this car. Other cars you might have to take a headlight out or take a few pieces off, but I got it plugged in. Let me just see if it will turn on or if I have to flip it. And there it is. Okay, so just listen. Silent. And here's the clip from before when this one was on, so you could hear the difference. I mean, night and day difference how much quieter this is. And you could see you have that beautiful cutoff on the top. The beam is centered right there in the middle. I mean, that is a clean cutoff, guys. Very impressive. So as far as the fog lights go, there is no projector bulb in here. All you have to do is take this screw off and this pops off. And here I actually have a brand. I could get this bulb out. So this is a very interesting bulb. It's from a company named Bosla. And what this is able to do, it's able to switch colors of the heat range of the bulb. So it could go from pure white to about 43,000 K and then to 33 or 32,000 K. So it could change colors. So I could demonstrate that for you guys. So right now, as you can see, the bottom is like a white. If I flash my high beams, it switched it over to like a yellowish. And then if I do it again, it's a solid yellow. So I mean, that's pretty cool. And I don't know many other companies that are able to achieve something like that, but the brightness on these NOVSIGHT is absolutely phenomenal. Folks, so my apologies. They didn't send me fog lights. They actually sent me high beams, which is great, honestly. So just by judging off the bulb sizing, the bulb size number, these are actually for the high beam, which is freaking fantastic. So let me show you real-time installation, how easy it is. Just have to align your tabs. And sorry, this is hard to do one-handed. So it's in there, you just have to kind of rotate so it locks into place. There it goes, locked into place. But you see, the problem is it's twisted. So you don't want it to be like that. In this situation, what you do is you move the O-ring and you take a little screwdriver and you just loosen this, and this allows you to move the, let's see, the little connector here. All right, so I did struggle a little bit of putting in the high beams because my bulb was not aligning straight. It was sitting like this. So I did have to undo these screws and rotate this 180 degrees. And then they went in like butter. So let me show you comparison of the high beams between the new ones and the original LEDs that I had. Look how much cleaner the cutoff is. The other one is like spaced everywhere. This cutoff is perfect. And it is concentrated much more deeply in the center. Very impressive. All right, so everything is installed. Let me demonstrate for you. Parking lights. Headlights and fog lights. Just headlights. High beams. And granted, you know, my car is only 3 feet from the garage door, so it's not going to be as effective and visible to you guys, but it is extremely bright, and I'm very happy with this product. Pardon my looks, but I will have the link in the description below for this for these LED headlights. High beam, low beam, I'm sure they have fog lights. Extremely high quality materials, metal quality. Fans are silent. Highly recommend them. Check them out with the link below.